Okay, I'm back. Thank you for having wait. I see that Tamalon is around. He will watch, semi-watch as he said. He's concerned because he is a scripter of Daedric, which is competing in this game. After Maya having reached already the stage 3. And what Tamalon has to know is the fact that its first game in the stage 3 will be versus Barbarian. And mini note reached that group 2. So we've got actually Barbarian, mini note, Illuminati, Maya, and let's say that we will have another AI made by Unverstil, which could be Viper or maybe Juggernaut, I don't know, we will see. And in the bottom right of this group we could have definitely Daedric, if it defeats TRON, or maybe Subjugator. Okay, so in any case the group A of the stage 3 will be really competitive. So anyway, here we go for the game, the first game between TRON and Daedric. It will be a Mongol war, and after this we will have a 4 versus 4 and then a 2 versus 2. But the first game is already pretty important for Daedric, because the 4 versus 4 should be an easy game for Daedric, so it's all about the 1v1 and the 2v2. So they are at the exact opposite of each other, so if the exploring unit just target the opposite side of the map, there will be no problem to find the opponent. Daedric already found the first boar, I think, the second one too, so the start is not too bad. Forest is close to the TC. There is no lake. The main gold is back. In the opposite side, the main gold is really exposed. The second one is close to the border, but I think that TRON has probably explored the main gold first. So TRON is particularly strong in 1v1 because it goes for scouts and various units, and it's particularly strong against skirmishers. So let's see if Daedric goes for archers added to the skirmishers in early feudal. If it goes pure skirmishers, it can be difficult against the army composition of its opponent. Well, as expected, TRON is already found. And TRON doesn't lure the deers to the TC, that's why we can see a second mill close to the deers. And Daedric is faster than TRON in researching the Feudal Age. A bit faster. And Daedric gave one ship not found by TRON. And yes, as expected, TRON selects his exposed gold. Do you know if Daedric can take any benefits of this? Well, it looks like Daedric goes for a full skirmishers. I don't know if it detected this table, but I see that Daedric doesn't train any spearman, so he probably didn't see the stable. And actually they have almost the same population, 45, 46 now for Daedric, 45 for TRON, the same number of villagers. And Daedric is far from starting to train archers, because at least he doesn't have any mining camp actually. It could be interesting to see which mining camp, which gold. It looks like it's the protected one. Good choice for Daedric. And both AI stays really defensive. Well, Wellborough is researched at the same time for both of the AIs. And Daedric is first researching Castle Age. I don't used to see Daedric that passive. It used to be a very aggressive AI. Okay, 2 stable now for TRON, 2 archery range. While Daedric stays with 2 archery range and is building his second TC. Okay, the fight is starting. Crossbows was researched. But the light cavalry of TRON is already doing the job. Let's see if spearmen can be trained fast enough for Daedric. It is researching pikemen, but it's already maybe too late. TRON is pushing pretty well. Daedric is having already 3 TCs against 2 for TRON. Okay, it looks like Amalon, you know exactly what's going on against TRON. I did test regularly tribal against TRON, and I noticed that in any situation, when you go skirmishers first, you need to be really aggressive in the early game, and that's the way I found to make tribal able to defeat TRON. It looks like Daedric was too passive. in this game. Hey, yeah. Activate X. What should I tip Melon to activate the axe? Tell me. Okay, so let's say that's it, GG. I think that Amelon is fine with giving the admin win to TRON. Done. Okay. I wanted to check the statistic, but I misclick anyway. So the next game is a 4 versus 4. It should turn in a different way, at the advantage of Daedric this time. So TRON takes the lead. Okay. So let's see what is the position of the Saracen and the Mongol TRON side. Oh, the Aztec is flank. It's the best position for TRON. In the opposite side, the Saracen is flank too. It means that the flanks will play as flank, and the pocket will probably boom. So it's the best configuration for TRON. In the opposite side, we've got the Huns, which will play as flank against the Mongol, and the Turkish will play as flank against the Saracen. I need to change the music. And the Huns lost one villager against the Boar, the Daedric side. Let's see what will be the strategy of the TRON's pocket. Barracks are built already for yellow and green. Oh, the Turkish is going one stable and one archer range, while yellow is going one stable. Well, I'm just discovering that TRON play as Turkish like it does when it's Saracen or Mongol. I didn't know that. Okay, so Daedric as flanks has both the military advantage. It's really more aggressive than in the 1 versus 1. Let's see if this time it will work. And Teal went for men-at-arms plus skirmishers as Turkish. And TRON tends to be quite passive as pockets. Could be interesting to see if, as Hans with his already 4 knights, it will act or not. It should, because blue is already in a bad shape. Fortunately for blue, there is 1 Lubricant back. And green is massive units, but it doesn't use them, while red is under attack. Yeah, flanks are dying TRON side because they got no support from their pockets. That's the problem with TRON. Okay, green inventory is coming quite too late because red is hurt so much actually. Green will focus on teal, which is still in, well, it is close to be castle, it is. Bodkin arrow is missing. Let's check the behavior of orange. Is it gonna help? And it's sad to see that yellow has 42 military population which are not used. It focused so much on the economy, 100 civilian population already for yellow, while gray is not that far. But it did attack a lot and participate to kill blue. Well, red and blue are definitely out of this game. It's time to target the next player, but purple will have to face so many knights, yellow side. Unfortunately for purple, this castle can be pretty important. It could handle the big assault from yellow. Well, green is really far from researching the Imperial Age. Both of the pockets, Daedric side, are Imperial Age, so is purple. Well, that's the problem with the AIs which are not aggressive as pockets. if you don't use your units, why don't you just boom? It could have been more efficient, I think, for yellow. And I thought that green will die faster than yellow, but it looks like Daedric is taking 3-1, the poor yellow, which is dying fastly now. And green is not in Imperial Age. After 55 minutes. I'll just wait green to decrease its population at 100 and I will give the admin win to Daedric, which is definitely deserved in this 4v4. This score is expected. Okay. So we've got our last game. I forgot to change the score before, sorry. 1v1. It's actually a tie, and the last game will define which is gonna be qualified for the single elimination of the stage 2 and which will be eliminated between the seed 10 and the seed 7. So here we go. So we definitely need an aggressive Daedric this time, because we saw that in early Castle Age, TRON turns to be too strong with his army composition. And the Japanese Daedric player has... Okay, it has the same amount of villagers. I thought that it was late, because maybe because it had loom before the opponents. Well, as usual, Tron is building one more mill. And both of the Tron players found their closest enemies. And the Mongols are faster than the Saracens in the Feudal Age research. Red looks to be the slower one. And this time, Daedric as Mongol went for archers. It started mining gold faster than in the 1 versus 1. His opponent has less units than Teal, so maybe we can expect an attack by Teal. Let's hope. His side purple looks a bit slow. Okay, Teal is starting to attack. And so it is in purple, is doing purple, so there is here a real opportunity for the Daedric. Don't stay passive against Tron. That's okay. Well, the problem is Tron is having already so many scouts. Probably a bit more of exploration by Daedric would have permitted to go spearmen faster than that, because it's coming back with spearmen sometimes. It should help. While blue is researching castle now, so I think that it will be unstoppable for purple, except if purple win this battle. Any scout dead won't be light cavalry. So purple is in a big trouble already. And Teal has few crossbows. Fortunately for purple, blue is retreating. Maybe because purple just went castle. Okay, blue is back. I would say that teal is still in the competition, but purple is really slowed down. And I don't know why blue is not attacking continuously. And teal recovered pretty well, with actually 20 X units against 14 for red. So it's now the Daedric, while blue is coming back with an always stronger army, this time full of crossbows plus ram, few light cavalry. The precious pikemen of teal are saving the game, but care with those crossbows. The problem actually for the Daedric is the fact that blue has a way better boom than teal, with almost 20 more villagers. So Daedric definitely needs to kill red fastly. Purple has actually 3 TCs, but definitely blue is booming strongly with already so many farms. And teal needs rams. It's building a market, but I don't see siege workshop. Okay, the siege workshop is built, but under the attack of red. Nothing great here. While purple is definitely dead. It means that blue will retarget on teal and might be able to kill so many villagers. Teal won't be able to handle a 1 versus 2, especially because red is definitely fine with 114 civilian population and 50 military population. Well, there is a perfect coordination between red and blue, each one attacking by a side of the teal's town. Yes, in fact, still just left its castle against red, but it was busy in the opposite side with blue, which was already attempting an attack. Anyway, 1 versus 2 are just impossible. So, okay. The news here is the fact that the seeded number 7 is eliminated of the Davis Cup Season 4 by the seeded number 10.